I can't answer that one. No, I'm just kidding. So for myself, moving up to the 450 class, and with our year ending later than normally this year, I kind of feel like I'm staring at the face of a mountain, and I'm not really all the way at the bottom, but I've been moving, I've been switching teams, I've been trying to figure out where we were going to be before we ended up on this team. So it's I haven't necessarily taken time off, but I haven't been full-time training either. So I don't feel like I've started over, but I think I'm going to work into it a lot quicker. And for me, with just how late this year is getting started as far as Supercross, I feel like it's going to kind of ramp up for me good right before the season. I mean, we only have like 2 months until the first race, and to just now be getting started on it, I'm super excited. And yeah, I'm excited about the change and the fresh everything. So I'm not in that routine of, man, it's just another week, another day at the track, like just going through the motions. It's like I've got a lot to learn, and I'm super excited about it, and I want to keep the excitement going. So as far as the 450 class goes, I'm a huge fan of Supercross in general. So even if I wasn't racing, I love to be at the races. But if I can't be at the races, I watch every race. And it's so I've been watching the 450 class for a long time, and a lot of them have been racing a few years. And so I'm always studying. I always watch what people do. I always watch when aggressive riders make their moves, when they're waiting, and when they go chaotic, whatever. So for me, I'm not necessarily intimidated. There's probably going to be some things that catch me off guard because I'm not used to those things. I'm not like on the track with those guys, and I know that they're all well-developed racers. They all have a lot of race wisdom, and they've been doing it for a while, and they're not going to let some kid come up and push them around. I'm excited about racing. I don't necessarily have a number result expectation, but I mean, on this Honda, I'm super comfortable already. I feel like I can be really competitive, whatever that looks like. And I mean, I know that the field is really deep, but I feel like I've got a really good shot at being competitive. So I'm gonna use our short off season to do everything I can to build and to grow with the time that I have. But I think for me, this whole year is going to be like a development process on top of spending 7 years in the 250 class. So it's been fun up to this point, but like I said, I feel like I'm just breaking the surface of what Supercross is about, and that's the 450 class. So really, I guess where I was a couple years ago, I wasn't that good in practice and I was a lot better racing. And I wouldn't say that I've kind of flip-flopped, but I feel like my racing has stayed pretty consistent, and I've really worked on trying to practice better, trying to work on things that I need to work on. And so for me, I hate losing. I hate being slower than somebody else, even if it's at the practice track. I mean, that's just my competitive nature. Like I love to compete at whatever it is, whether it's with my wife, whether it's with my buddies, or out on the racetrack. So for me, I would say I'm better at racing, but I'm not really like that bad at practicing because I hate losing. So yeah. So for 2020, I mean, I'm sure we all have opinions about it. And a few things that I've learned is, one, I go crazy sitting inside a one-bedroom apartment. Two, people are crazy. And three, people are really crazy. My mind is always turning. I'm always trying to figure something out, do things. Like, I don't do well sitting still and sitting inside. So obviously I left all my woodworking stuff, all my tools in Florida. I have a little IKEA toolbox that has like 3 tools in it, and I'm not very proud of that, but that's what I have to work with. So I got into 3D printing a little bit, and mainly designing on a computer. I've never had a desktop computer. I've always just had a laptop. So trying to learn how to work a computer, one, how to draw on a computer and design, and also how to work a 3D printer. And so for me, that's like really fascinating. Some of it's still above my head, but just like with 2020, we have to learn to adapt. I mean, as racers, we have to do that every weekend, but as a population, we all had to do that this year. And so for me, I kind of embrace it. I'm excited about it. People won't really take a lot of good out of this year. I think it's more of a, you know what, let's embrace the change and let's go with it and leave our mark.